We say the logical levels of learning and change, and that is because that the origin of this is the notion of logical levels. However, for me, it's more than just a cognitive logic, that in fact, each of these levels is connected with different engagement of parts of our nervous system. And that's why I call them neurological levels of learning and change. And the idea here is that our sort of nervous system is organized in a kind of a natural hierarchy. And it's a kind of an operational hierarchy. And as we can see that there are different parts of our nervous system will be connected with different ones of these levels of change. And the basic idea, I think many of you already are familiar with this, the basic idea of these levels of change was that you have a level of our external context, our physical environment. That's a very important part of our ability to learn to change. Then things change in the environment. And it's what creates the context and constraints that are involved in what we're learning and the process of change. But that obviously in that physical environment, we take actions, we react to it, we are proactively influencing it. And so that's what we call a behavior level. We do that through our physical body. But that in order to know what to do, these sort of the actions, the tactics to take in a particular context, we have these sort of internal maps that we would call our capabilities. Our abilities to interpret things, our abilities to visualize, our abilities to use logic and to use language. These are not the physical behaviors themselves. They're the inner programs, the inner maps that are guiding those behaviors. But then there's a level beyond that we would call values and beliefs, which is not so much about how we do things and planning or strategies, but more the motivational aspect, why we're doing things. This, we would say, is going to engage a different level of our nervous system. And we would say that each one of these levels is progressively engaging more of our nervous system. The level beyond values and beliefs is a sense of identity, which we would say relates to our experience of our role, who I am, our mission, what am I here for, what's my contribution. And then beyond that is this level of purpose. We sometimes call it a spiritual level because it's the experience of being part of something bigger than ourselves and contributing to something beyond ourselves. And that has to do with the sense of vision and ambition. What am I here to achieve?